Hey, what's up? My name is Tyson Brown and I want to welcome you to Tyson's Fitness Tips podcast. This is Australia's top health and fitness podcast to help you lose weight, look good with your shirt off, feel confident in your body, and finally achieve the goals you want with your health and fitness. So 5 days a week, I'm going to be giving you top information from myself and also from leading experts in the field so you know everything you need to do to get in the best shape of your life. From nutrition to mindset to workout, everything is covered in this podcast and you need to go nowhere else. So like I said, it's going to be 5 days a week, Monday to Friday, in your ears with quick, actionable segments that you can implement straight away, because the most important thing is that you can put these things into play. Also, if you listen all the way to the end of the episode, you're going to get 2 special gifts that you can download upon listening to it. So make sure you listen all the way to the end to get those free gifts, okay? So let's get into the episode. What's going on, guys? Back with another episode. This one we are going to be talking about what Harry Potter can teach you about hitting your fitness goals. And today's episode we're going to be talking about Quidditch. Let me just set this camera up a little bit more so you can see me. There we go. Much better. Now, I'm doing this exactly in the same spot as I was yesterday because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm currently doing my first 72-hour fast. And my brain feels a bit foggy. So I'm like, you know what? I might as well knock a couple of these out because the next couple of days I'm going to be all over the place. So anyways, let's talk about what Quidditch can do / training to help you lose stubborn belly fat and achieve your fitness goals. So there are a couple of key points that I really want to cover when it comes to training, because training makes up a pretty large percentage of your overall body composition goals. I mean, you can't out-train a bad diet. Diet's always going to be first, which is why I talked about calorie deficit potions class before this one. If you haven't listened to that, make sure to go back and listen. But number 2, like when we're talking about this, it's like the reason weight training is so important is because it's going to help you get the body composition you want. I mean, you can eat in a calorie deficit and you can lose weight, but the problem with that is that if you lose weight and you don't train, you're going to get skinny fat, your metabolism is going to slow down, a whole host of other problems. Like, you don't want to look crappy with your shirt off, and that's pretty much one of the big things when it comes to training. However, there are a couple of mistakes a lot of guys make when it comes to training, and one of the big mistakes is not recording your workouts. That's the first thing. Like, if you want to make progress in the gym, if you want to make progress with your workouts, you have to focus on tracking. Now, I know Harry didn't show this in the movies, but he would have been tracking how well he was doing on the pitch. Like, they look at this stuff. You look at not the seekers, the captains and things like that. They're always making a game plan. They're always writing down how it went. And you've got to do the same thing. Like, every time you go into the gym, you should be recording every single weight you use for every single exercise. How many reps, how many sets, how long your rest was, how you were feeling. The more you track, the better off you're going to be. Like, you're going to know if you're progressing, if you've stalled, what's working, what's not working. Because let's be honest, you have got a busy job. You've got a lot of stuff going on. And how are you supposed to remember what you lifted last week? Like, let's say you're training 4 days a week, okay? You're doing upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. And last week you did 100 kilos in the bench press for 10 reps. 100 kilos for 10 reps for 3 sets. Sure, you can remember 2 plates, but like, what if you did like 107.5? The week before, and you just completely forgot about it? Or and you're like, oh, what did I do last week for incline bench press? The dumbbells were different. Like, you've got to constantly be thinking about that. And the more you think about it, and if you like did 100 kilos last week and you only do, if you did 107 kilos last week, you only do 100 kilos this week, then you're not going to be making muscle gains in the gym. So that's a really important thing. Track it. You can use a phone app. You can use a notepad or a notepad. You can use an exercise book, whatever it's going to work for you. Find somehow that you can track it. Like with my online clients, I actually have my own personalized app. They log in and they write in every single set. I give them the sets and reps. They write in the weight. So they know, okay, last week I did 3 sets of 100 kilos for squats, or I did 3 sets of 75 kilos for bench press. Like, my clients know exactly what they're doing, and I can see, are they progressing week by week by week, every single workout. And if they're not, we've got to pull them up on it, because that's the way that you get better in the gym. It's that 1% better mentality. It's not having to do 100 kilos last week, 105 kilos this week, 120 kilos the next week. It's like, okay, you did 100 kilos for 10 reps. Can you do 100 kilos for 11 reps? Or can you do 102 kilos, which is just a small bump up? Can you do that for 10 reps? So it's just those small minutia things, but those things do add up over time. It's about the progressive overload. And when you progressively overload and you practice, it's just like Harry practices in Quidditch. The more you practice, the better you're going to get, the stronger you're going to get, the more lean muscle you're going to build, okay? So that's really important, tracking your workouts. So once you've tracked your workouts, another important thing is to focus on the things that most people don't do in the gym. So what's that? That's legs, importantly. That's deadlifts. That's squats. That's the compound movements. Compound movements are going to help you build the most muscle mass at the end of the day, okay? And help you burn the most fat, because they burn the most amount of calories. So barbell squats, deadlifts, bent over rows. You know everyone does the bench press, but the bench press, the overhead press, which is what you don't see a lot of people doing. Not seated shoulder press, standing barbell overhead press. Did I say chin-ups? Chin-ups. What else is there? There's heaps. Bent over row, chin-ups, bench press, overhead press, squats, deadlifts, bench press. I've probably said that like twice. Dips. There's a lot of movements out there, but if you focus those on your sole main exercises, that's what's going to give you 80% of the results. All the assistant work, as in like tricep push down, bicep curls, side shoulder raises, rear delt raises, all that stuff, it has its place, but you should not be focusing on that first. Like, it can be done at the end. But if you're skipping the squats, the deadlifts, the overhead presses, the bench press, the pull-ups, all those things that are going to give you the best results, then you are wasting your time at the gym, okay? So being able to set up a workout program, it depends on how many days you can go. So you either want to do 3 full body days, or you want to do 4 or 5 body weight days. So if it was 3 full body days, it would be like every single time you go, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you would have a squat motion, a hinge motion, a push, a pull, a lunge, a twist, and a carry. They're like the 7 basic movements. So a squat would be a barbell squat. A lunge would obviously be walking lunges or a static lunge. A hinge could be a good morning, it could be kettlebell swings, it could be deadlifts. A push could be overhead press or bench press. A pull could be bent over row or seated row or pull-ups. Squat, push, pull, lunge, twist. A twist could be a pull-off press. It could be Russian twist. Any of those things, they're going to be the basic fundamentals, okay? So that's for your full body. If you're going to do upper lower, then you want to make sure, obviously, when you do your upper, you start with the compound movements, bench press, overhead press, chin-ups, bent over row, seated row. You keep the weights lower and you focus more on getting strength, okay? So 6 to 8 reps, 3 to 4 sets of the bench press. And then when you go to your isolation stuff, your tricep push downs, your bicep curls, that's when you can go higher repetitions, 2 or 3 sets type of thing. But focus on those fundamentals first, okay? And that's the way you set it out. So if you focus on the compounds first and you start tracking your workouts, like 2 of those things, you are ahead. Because if you go in and you watch what most guys do, they'll go in, they'll do some bicep curls, they'll do some tricep push downs, they'll do some side lateral raises, they'll do a couple of the basic, not basic stuff. They'll do like some of the bro stuff that's not going to get them a lot of results. Like if you think about curling a 30 kilo dumbbell, but if you're 60 kilos and you can do 10 chin-ups, then you are going to be doing so much more volume on those biceps, which means they're going to grow bigger and you're going to burn more fat, okay? So that's the big thing. Think about if you're going to do full body, remember it's got to be a push, a pull, a lunge, a carry, a squat, and a hinge, okay? If you're going to do upper lower body and upper and lower, then the same thing. You obviously focus on the pushes and the pulls with your upper and the pushes and the pulls with your lower. You can't really hinge with your upper, but you can hinge with your lower. So that means you would do a twist with your upper maybe. But there are a lot of different things out there. Like all you have to do is look up full body workout program or upper lower split and you follow that, okay? As long as they have the compound movements in there. So if you're focusing on compound movements, if you're tracking your workouts, those 2 things are going to help you move so much more forwards. Like don't focus on the cardio, don't focus on all that stuff. Focus on getting the weight training in first. So a minimum of weight training 3 days a week. You can go to 5 or 6. If you're going to do that, it's upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower, or push, pull, legs, push, pull, legs. It's up to you how you want to do it. But focus on those things first. Don't do the bro splits. Once you figure out how many days you can train with weights, then you can focus on the cardio. Cardio is the icing on the cake. However, you still need the cake first. Everyone loves to eat the icing, but, well, it depends actually what flavor. So sometimes you might not like the cardio, if that makes sense. But honestly, I know I'm getting off on a different tangent, but I want you to focus on weight training first. I want you to focus on 3 to 5 to 6 days a week, up to you. I want you to focus on those big compound movements, and I want you to write it down and track it. Because if you do that, I can guarantee you, you're going to get results faster than most other people in the gym, especially when you watch what they're doing in the gym. You're like, what are you doing? You're like, where did you even see that movement? Because half of the stuff I see now, I'm like, I have not even seen that before. I don't know where it's coming from, okay? So what you can do is you can Google full body workout, you can Google upper lower workout, or what you can do is you can go to tysonbrown.com.au/bundle, BUNDLE, and I'm going to send you a free 6-week workout program that has upper lower, that has full body, that has bodyweight workouts in case you have to do it at home. So it's all going to be covered there for you. So go to tysonbrown.com.au/bundle. And that's what Harry Potter and Quidditch can teach you about losing fat and crushing your goals in 2019. Okay, so stay tuned for tomorrow's episode, which will actually be tomorrow because I'm only doing 2 of these videos a day. And if you have any other questions, make sure to send me a message and ask me. Otherwise, speak to you next time. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. I really appreciate it. So now you've listened all the way to the end. That means you get some free goodies. So what you can do is you've got 2 different options, or you can take them both. I've got an intermittent fasting cheat sheet and a high protein 20 recipe meal guide designed specifically for you in your situation. These meal plans and this intermittent fasting guide is designed to help you burn stubborn belly fat and get in the best shape of your life. So all you have to do is go to the show notes, click on the download link, and they'll get sent straight to your email address. It's as simple as that. They're completely free. They're gonna help you transform your body. So go to the show notes now and download your free guides, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.